Hello and welcome to this episode of The Quest. First, the headlines. ONGC team calls on VC. DLL holds student-faculty meet. Doreen Bagstad gives demonstration on acupressure treatment. And DRTC Bangalore gives Professor Shafi of Library Sciences Best Teacher Award. Now the details of these events with your host Umrina. A team of Oil and Natural Gas Corporation, led by General Manager of Human Resource Wing, Mrs. Om P. Suyan, called upon Vice Chancellor, University of Kashmir, Professor Talat Ahmed. The meeting was also attended by Registrar Professor Zafar Ahmed Reshi and Director, Center for Career Planning and Counseling, Professor Shabir Ahmed Bhatt. Welcoming the guests, Professor Shabir told them the university is trying to generate jobs for the students.
All possibilities and all opportunities have to be explored, and we are ready to put all our resources together to see to it that our youths, our students coming from universities and other academic institutions have jobs. And for that, we almost more than 20 companies are lined up in these 2 months, in the month of April and in the month of May. And in the last month, we have had several companies like we have at HDFC, we had at Yes Bank and Godrej. They have taken our students for final placement.
General Manager of Human Resources Wing, ONGC, Mrs. Om P. Suyan, said that under corporate social responsibility, her company has taken initiative to train 750 youth.
We'll be training around 750 students from various disciplines, to begin with from engineering, and 150 students will be trained each year. So this project will go on for 5 years. There will be 3 batches, and each batch will consist of 50 students so that we can give the best to them. We don't want to have large number of students in one batch. The environment will be very good for the students, and ONGC will be entirely funding this project, and the students will be given the facility that will be boarding, lodging, and they will get stipend of 2,500 per month. And then after 60 days itself, like in the 3rd month, they will start placement drive, so that by the end of the training is over, the students get employment.
Registrar Professor Zafar told the delegation that the university is proposing to open up a course on energy studies, and suggestions from ONGC would prove helpful.
We basically would be we are thinking of starting a program on energy studies at one of our campuses, since the company is dealing with is in energy sector. In case you think that you can give us certain inputs, how basically this could be, developed, isn't it, in a meaningful way, and then how it could be very beneficial to the students, that also would be a very vital input for us. And then even if you think that we can engage the university and then the ONGC can come closer in any other sphere of activity, be it research, be it something else also, the university will be more than willing basically to offer it services in whatever manner is possible.
Vice Chancellor Professor Talat, while welcoming ONGC's entry into Kashmir, said that such a huge company investing in the youth of Valley is appreciable.
They have a very promising drive to first train about 150 students each year, and then for 5 years it will go, and then to have them employed, for good positions and good career prospects. So I welcome this step, and the good thing in organizations like ONGC or TCS, that they have activities in all sphere of life.
Directorate of Lifelong Learning held student-faculty meet in Gandhi Bhavan Auditorium. The meet was held to appraise each other about challenges and issues that both the sides are facing. Director DLL Dr. Ghulam Hassan Mir, while presenting the welcome address, said that Directorate has been established to meet the requirements of those students who want to develop their skills on short courses.
The organizations, both government and non-governmental organizations, should reach out to the outreached and unreached. उनके हालात को देखा जाए, इनके हालात को परखा जाए, ताकि ये टू वे प्रोसेस है. हम उनसे इंटरेक्शन के जरिए हम अपनी नॉलेज में इंप्रूवमेंट कर सकते हैं. वो और इसी के मुताबिक हम वहां पे प्रोग्राम्स इंप्लीमेंट करके वो यूनिवर्सिटी सिस्टम से मुस्तफीद हो सकते हैं. और दूसरा ये, दिस सेंचुरी बिलोंग्स टू द पीपल who are talented, who have capacity, who have skill. और इन तमाम चीजों के पेश नजर इस डायरेक्टरेट ने आज तक बहुत सारे प्रोग्राम्स का पिछले 1-1.5 साल से इनाकात किया है और कामयाबी से आगे चल रहा है.
After the inaugural address, various students enrolled in different courses of DLL expressed their opinions.
हम ये चाहते हैं कि लेवल 2 का कोर्स भी होना चाहिए. उसमें आता है कि आईसीज की रिबॉलिंग, जैसे मोबाइल फोन में जैसे आईसीज होती है, उनकी रिबॉलिंग कैसी होती है, वैसा कोर्स होना चाहिए, सो दैट कि हम मोबाइल फोन में ऐसा घुसे कि मोबाइल फोन ही में रहे.
ये कह रही हूँ कि मैंने कैड यहाँ DLL से 2 कोर्सेज किए हैं, कैड कोर्स, और वो भी मेरा बहुत अच्छा रहा. और इस वक्त मैं फोटोग्राफी कोर्स कंप्लीट किया है, वो भी DLL थ्रू. इसको बहुत अच्छा लगा ये कोर्सेज करना, और टीचर्स ने बहुत सपोर्ट किया इनको.
Assistant Professor, Media Education, Mr. Nasir Mirza, told students about the various opportunities offered by DLL.
We need to consider that how to help the students further, and if we can, with regard to all the courses, provide some advanced training as well, maybe advanced 3 months plus. And this, my suggestion would be that the students who have already completed successfully the first elementary course, they be allowed to go for the advanced courses in their respective fields.
Director EMMRC Dr. Shahid Rasool, while quoting the works of former Indian President Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam, said that DLL provides students a platform to develop the right aptitude.
APJ अब्दुल कलाम ये कहते हैं कि चैलेंज हमारे लिए ये है कि हिंदुस्तान का जो ऑर्डिनरी स्टूडेंट है, जो किसी यूनिवर्सिटी या किसी IIT में नहीं जा सकता है, हम उसकी ट्रेनिंग कैसे करें, उसको हम कैसे स्किल ओरिएंटेड बनाएं, ताकि वो जो ग्लोबल मार्केट है, ग्लोबल मार्केट में जाके फिर अपने लिए भी लाइवलीहुड कमाएगा और अपने मुल्क के लिए भी वो बहुत सारा जो करेगा. तो इस ज़मीन में मुझे लगता है कि DLL जैसे इंस्टीट्यूशंस का रोल बहुत ज़्यादा है, क्योंकि DLL लोगों को प्लेटफॉर्म मुहैया करेगा और इनको ट्रेनिंग देगा, जो इनकी एप्टीट्यूड होगा, जो इनके स्किल्स होंगे, उनको डेवलप करेंगे, ताकि फिर जो लेबर मार्केट हमारा है, जो जॉब मार्केट हमारा है, उसमें जाकर अच्छी तरह से इज्जत से अपनी रोटी रोजी कमाएगा, अपने घर के लिए भी और अपने लोगों के लिए भी.
He said that short-term skill courses can be introduced in various departments of university in collaboration with DLL.
यही बच्चे फिर जाके कल को जो नंदन नीलखानी कहता है that the world is aging, but India's advantage lies in its youth, because we have a huge youth population which can tomorrow go and feed the world labor market. और वर्ल्ड लेबर मार्केट में हम एज ऑर्डिनरी लेबरर्स नहीं जाएंगे, वी विल गो टू द वर्ल्ड मार्केट एज स्किल्ड लेबरर्स. और वो स्किल डेवलप करने में आपकी मदद DLL के थ्रू यूनिवर्सिटी के जितने भी डिपार्टमेंट हैं वो इनके साथ मिलके ऐसे कोर्सेज करेंगे, ताकि आप में भी जो एक कॉन्फिडेंस लेवल आ जाए, आपके स्किल्स डेवलप हो जाए और आप कल को अपना नाम भी अच्छा करेंगे और अपने इंस्टीट्यूशन का नाम भी अच्छा करेंगे.
In his presidential address, Vice Chancellor Professor Talat Ahmed, while assuring students every possible help, said that courses are being introduced that help people to get jobs.
मैं देखता हूं कि सबसे ज़्यादा जो अपॉर्चुनिटीज़ है वो प्लम्बर्स के लिए इनफैक्ट बहुत स्कोप है पूरे हिंदुस्तान में, उसके अलावा सारे दुनिया में, बिकॉज प्लम्बर्स बहुत कम जगह मिलते हैं. और अगर आप मिडिल ईस्ट में जाएं तो आई थिंक 80% प्लम्बर्स आर फ्रॉम दिस कंट्री. ओके, सो यू हैव ग्रेट अपॉर्चुनिटी. और ख़ास करके कश्मीर में जो है ये अगर इस तरह की चीज़ें होंगी, चूँकि यहाँ से लोग काफ़ी मिडिल ईस्ट में जाते हैं, सऊदी अरेबिया जाते हैं, तो उन लोगों को एक अच्छी अपॉर्चुनिटी मिलने के चांसेस हैं. तो मैं चाहूँगा कि मीर साहब इसके तरफ ध्यान दें.
Professor Talat said that keeping in view the employability of the students in mind, university is seriously contemplating to introduce course in Chinese language.
We are very seriously considering even to start a course in Chinese because the future of the world is going to be Chinese. तो आप अभी से 10 साल बाद आप ये रियलाइज करिए कि अगर आप चाइनीज पढ़े होते तो आप जॉब अपॉर्चुनिटी, बिकॉज वो सारे दुनिया में चाइनीज फैल रहे हैं. ओके, सो दीज आर द सम ऑफ द थिंग्स विच वी आर थिंकिंग एंड वी आर ट्राइंग टू डू इन द यूनिवर्सिटी. और उसका आप लोगों को बिल्कुल एक तो यू शुड नो अबाउट इट व्हाट इज हैपनिंग इन द यूनिवर्सिटी एंड ऑल्सो ट्राई टू ग्रैब एनी अपॉर्चुनिटी दैट कम्स टू यू which will have a better future for you.
Vice Chancellor, while praising the efforts of DLL in serving the community, said that non-formal education is gaining popularity than the formal mode. On this occasion, Vice Chancellor Professor Talat released DLL Times, edited by Project Officer Mr. Altaf Hussain and designed by EMMRC graphic designer Mr. Akhtar Rasool. Project Officer DLL Ms. Shinera proposed the vote of thanks. Department of Social Works, in collaboration with Department of Biochemistry, organized a one-day seminar on the application of acupressure in the relief of stress-related ailments. The seminar was held in the conference hall of Gandhi Bhavan. Head Department Social Work Dr. Pirzada Muhammad Amin, while presenting the introductory remarks, said that one needs to sensitize people about various health issues.
It is imperative on our part to address the various issues and aspects of our society in the face of fast development and social change. It is indeed a need of the hour to sensitize the state and society about the various manifestations of the health problems and its origin and ramifications, be it mental or physical stress. Given the ramifications of this fast social mobility the human society has been experiencing, society and the individuals are posed to new threats of health hazards.
Dr. Amin said that the workshop is being organized to invite attention of medical practitioners, social workers, and students to look into the traditional means of healing. Head Biochemistry Professor Muhammad Afzal Zargar said the world is switching over to natural therapies and acupressure therapy is effective for stress-related ailments.
Naturally occurring medicinal plants having minimal side effects. So world is very fast switching over to the natural therapies and natural remedies. And we have come across with another very important and very entertaining kind of a therapy for refreshing our refreshing our minds and body souls.
In his presidential address, Vice Chancellor Professor Talat Ahmed said that people nowadays feel more stress and acupressure helps people to de-stress themselves.
Stress, obviously, you explained very well, but when I was student of geology, And when we were taught stress, it was to pressurize the rock, and it breaks. Till it breaks, it is stress. When it breaks, it is strain. So I think we should also discuss about the strain, because ultimately somebody may break their leg or hand is the strain actually. So how to minimize that to reach to the state of strain, then it becomes problem. So that is one thing you have to worry about.
Mental health practitioner from Canada and a senior instructor at the Jin Shin Do Foundation, California, USA, Ms. Doreen Backstad introduced acupressure topic and techniques to students and faculty members present in the hall.
When we work with acupressure, which is simply defined as putting pressure on specific points or locations on the physical body, when we work with that, we can change both physically, emotionally, and energetically how we feel and how we are able to be interacting with the world. It's very well known that acupressure increases endorphin production in the brain, the body's feel-good chemicals. So after even when we do self-acupressure, often people feel a little bit like they've been drugged because they have been with endorphins, and they feel good. It's like what we call in English la la land. Oh, it just feels so good.
Ms. Doreen has more than 10 years of training and study in the Hakomi method of body-centered psychotherapy. She said that when pain occurs in the body, it's a signal that tells humans to pay attention, and through acupressure, people come out of stress without any medication.
I'm a firm believer that when there is pain in the body, it's a call to action. It's our inner being's call to us to pay attention, to come home to ourselves, to come into the body. So acupressure is just this generic term meaning pressure on acupoints. But there are many kinds of acupressure, and I practice a particular style of acupressure called Jin Shin Do, which means the way of the compassionate spirit.
Assistant Professor Dr. Waqar Amin conducted the proceedings of the workshop.
We believe that people should not be dependent on others as far as the elevation or addressing the issue of their daily life situations. When we intervene in this kind of a situation in our lives, through the practice of social work, we involve a lot of other paraprofessionals and allied services which complement to the mandate of social work, that is well-being of all. It is in this context that we are organizing this workshop today for the benefit of our students as well as for the faculty within and outside the university.
Professor S.M. Shafi, Head of Library and Information Sciences, received Best Teachers Award from Motiwala Indian Association of Teachers of Library Sciences and Information. The Quest team, while congratulating Professor Shafi, asked him about the award, and this is what he had to say.
It is basically developed by Motiwala, one of the renowned philanthropists of India, in collaboration with ITILS, and they have instituted this award for many years. They found the contribution made by the department and by myself in terms of research, in terms of developing repositories, in terms of developing journals, and my PhD contribution, and they conferred it. And it was conferred to me on 20th March 2013 at Indian Statistical Institute, Bangalore.
Professor Shafi has more than 70 research papers in national and international journals to his credit. He has more than 25 years of teaching and research experience. Professor Shafi was awarded for facilitating research and development at the campus.
I think it is a beginning for me as a teacher, because a teacher is never satisfied with his work, I believe so, as a teacher, and I have to go further and further, find out the gaps in my research, find out the new innovative areas in my research to take it further and inspire. It will further inspire my department, my colleagues to work harder and harder and work in the new directions.
With this, we come to the end of today's program. Log on to our website emmrckashmir.com to watch the latest episode of The Quest. Send us your suggestions at quest@emmrckashmir.com. Before I take your leave, here are a few words of wisdom. What the eye can't see, the heart can't grieve for. Good night.